Hello, some more jokes. The old guy down the block, George, was going up to bed when his wife told him that he'd left the light on in the garden shed. George opened the back door to go out to turn off the light, but saw that there were people in the shed stealing things. He phoned the police, who asked, "Is someone in the house?" He said, "No, but some people broke into my garden shed and are stealing from me." Then the police dispatcher said, "All patrols are busy. Lock the doors and someone will be along when one is available." George hung up the phone, counted to 60, and phoned the police again. "Hello, I just called you because there were people stealing things from my shed. Well, you don't have to worry about them now because I just shot them." Then he hung up. Within 3 minutes, 6 police cars, a SWAT team, and an ambulance showed up at George's residence, catching the burglars red-handed. One of the cops said to George, "I thought you said that you'd shot them." George replied, "I thought you said there was nobody available." One afternoon, a young man who was an avid golfer found himself with a couple of hours at his disposal. He quickly came to the conclusion that if he hurried and played very fast, he could squeeze in 9 holes on the fairways before he had to attend a business dinner. Just as he was about to tee off, an old-timer hobbled over and asked if he could accompany the young man as he was golfing alone. Not able to refuse the request, he allowed the old gent to join him. To his surprise, the man played reasonably well. He didn't hit the ball far, but he pottered along steadily and didn't waste time. They reached the 9th fairway, and the young man found himself with a tough shot. There was a large oak tree right in front of him, directly between his ball and the green. He considered how to take the shot for a good long while. Then the young man heard the old man mutter, "You know, when I was your age, I'd hit the ball right over that tree." With that challenge placed before him, the youngster swung hard and hit the ball right smack into the top of the tree trunk, from where it thudded back on the ground, not an inch from where it had been originally. The old man offered one more comment. "Of course, when I was your age, the oak tree was only 3 feet tall." A ragged, hungry hobo stopped a well-dressed rich man on the street and asked him for money for food. "I'll do better than that," said the rich man. "Come into the bar and I'll buy you a drink." "Thank you, sir," said the beggar, "but I'm not a drinking man." "Well, then, have a cigar," offered the rich man. "No, thanks. I don't smoke." "Okay. I'll make a bet for you on a horse that's absolutely guaranteed to win, and you'll collect enough cash for plenty of food and a new suit besides." "Please no," said the hobo. "I only need a bite, just a bite." "Well then, how would you like to come home with me to dinner? I want my wife to see for herself what happens to a guy who doesn't smoke, drink, or gamble." Norton drives up to the country to see his cousin, the farmer. As he pulls into the driveway, he is stunned to see a pig with what appears to be a wooden leg. When his cousin comes out to greet him, Norton says, "Does that pig really have a wooden leg?" Let me explain. That's Ed. He's probably the smartest pig in the whole county. 3 years ago, he surprised us all by publishing a small book of poems. And for the past few months, he's been writing a financial column for our local paper. That's hard to believe, says Norton. Wait, there's more. Why, just 2 weeks ago, my little granddaughter was playing in the barn when the building caught fire. Old Ed broke out of his pen, ran into that barn, and dragged the little girl out. He actually saved her life. That's fantastic. I've never heard of a pig like this before, but I still don't understand. How did Ed end up with a wooden leg? The farmer laughs. Well, a pig like that you don't eat all at once. Two bored male casino dealers are waiting at the craps table. A very attractive blonde woman arrives and bets $20,000 on a single roll of the dice. She says, "I hope you don't mind, but I feel much luckier when I'm completely nude." With that, she strips down, rolls the dice, and yells, "Come on, baby, mama needs new clothes." As the dice come to a stop, she jumps up and down and squeals, "Yes, yes, I won, I won." She hugs each of the dealers, picks up her winnings and her clothes, and quickly departs. The dealers stare at each other dumbfounded. Finally, one of them asks, "What did she roll?" The other answers, "I don't know. I thought you were watching." And until next time, goodbye.